Okay, let's get started. Let me just switch to Dishonored so that you can see the game. Since there isn't like a windowed mode, it like closes every time that I open it. But let's go. Now that I know like the how the game sort of operates, I'm not gonna like redo missions. If I kill, I kill. Let's see this. Mission clue: Samuel and the boatman has smuggled you across the river from Coldbridge prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of the Lord Regent and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. Okay. I wonder what we can use. So it takes time to reload, but switching between like weapons is pretty quickly. So I switch to here instead of switching to here and then back. I think what it would be good is to switch to here and then over.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress. I'm sure the Admiral was anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here.
Let's look around a bit before I do anything. I just want to see everything, because there seems to be a lot among us. Okay. I have a feeling we'll come over here at some point. I just want to check. Okay, I have a feeling it's gonna be locked or some shit. Let's just go over here so that we don't.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We've found our man. Even after 6 months in Coldbridge prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes, not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have.
This is
It
interesting.
still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
So
You lost your mind?
no. I'm just looking around before I do anything. There was an update. Meet Pierre, or mission clue. Piero is an inventor who is available to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of his time in his workshop. Okay. What? What the fuck just happened? Okay, I'll go to Piero then. Oh, this is open now.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. Is it through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed the preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth? The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolvo's formula over mine, which I believe is better to be, I believe it to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkably because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those who so affiliated, and it is nearly perfect, elegant in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolvo's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolvo's elixir, which with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate mankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Okay, interesting. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tyvian ore? What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar and what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on food, or on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need these things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins. No one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Huh. Let's see. Do I need this?
One is empty. A new tank, please.
I thought I would need to fill it up, my bad. Ooh. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Solkovo's machines. One of the advantages of Solkov's technology is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even a lower guardsman of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolvo's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. So it's what he was saying before. Okay, I think that's everything. Huh. Suspicious. Okay, this is going to be like a portal or something when we get magic. The door to nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me, this project is an endless source of inspiration. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts, one that will allow the traveler to cover a distance from my workshop to some distant arbitrary point in a single step. Currently, the step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time, it will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away, to be sure, but if I survive this plague, I'm sure to succeed. Huh. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague systems called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Solkov's design, of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking has influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolv is no exception to this. Despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risk. You may laugh at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Solkov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they're nothing but evidence to your own limited imagination. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip east of Tyvia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night. with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes against her bellowing. I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. I found row upon row of teeth in a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she's filtering food from the water that is too small to be chewed. Fuck, this is a lot of stuff to read. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks. These lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck. They lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew work on the great creature, slicing off the fattest parts while it still lives. Sulkov is no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies from Whale. The good Admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tanker when activated, will produce a small vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration, while using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is complete, the tank will be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances developed. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
So that's his motivation. Okay. Interesting. So this is just the roof. Oh. Oh. Gotta be careful.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask...
And wasn't I famous before?
Terror to them. If you just hold still, fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Let's see. Allows you to rewire circuitry and turn security systems to your advantage. So sleep bullets, and I think those. Let's get oh, a spring razor trap can be attached to any surface by aiming it and pressing right mouse button. It will be triggered as an enemy approaches it, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. So that's useful for that. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewiring tool on circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. This consumes the rewire tool. Rewired walls of light, arc pylons, and watch towers will harm the enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. That's good.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Yeah, let's just...
Sleep well.
Oh, it's... Where's my stuff? Hmm. Oh, I'm gonna get my first magic power. Oh,
Hello, Corvo.
hello.
Your
Or-
life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that we call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
So press right mouse button to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use the move to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold right mouse button to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that you should reach the destination. A blue arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach to your destination. Oh, it's the Empress. You cannot save her, you cannot save her, you cannot... Okay, I get it. Corvo, I'm very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Wait a second, isn't this... The guy that we talked to in the bar. Hmm. Oh,
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune and beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press right mouse button while targeting a person or location. Okay.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom. I can feel the great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither
Is it repeating?
nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
There isn't anything up here, unfortunately. Let's just follow the path. So it tells me where the rune is. Texture stretching, nice. Am I supposed to be down here? I think so. What does a rune look like? Interesting. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal and go to the power section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Hmm. So runes are just like a broad thing. Okay. So vitality, level 1, health is increased. Dark vision, see in the dark and see living beings through walls. That seems useful as hell. Press right mouse button to see in the dark and reveal living beings through walls. You can see their field of view as well as a visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls like security devices, weapons, coins, ammo coins, keys, or traps.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you, meeting with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the songs they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. Oh. There's a shit ton in here. Holy shit. Oh, this is a lot. You want to... I'm not going to read that. That's way too long. If it's short, I'll read it. Same with this. Again, these are like way too fucking long. That's probably longer than everything else. Okay, let's... Bone charms. Drop assassinations, give you a bit of health. Enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. Powers effects slightly improved. Rats won't attack you. White rats won't attack you. Shot whiskey bottles explode with greater intensity. Blast resistant. Huh. So, quick dodge seems useful. That one seems useful. This also seems useful. And then fencer. Okay. I feel like that's a good use of them. Is it this door that I want to use? Not this. Useless, I can see. What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler early in the morning? And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. To those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working, a large needle moving in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the whole table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume? You two have been unfaithful, and it is your turn to be mended. That's kind of scary. Lord... That's a bunch of old speak. Surf and chow. So it's... Okay, so this is too... let's just move on.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore. That's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Good day, Master Corvo.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sakonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
It has been days since our men were dispatched to snatch weapons for Corvos in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I find a way to produce them, the Dunwall Navy will secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldbridge, and if so, will he make way here? I personally give him odds of 1 of 5. See, all of these, like, narrative stuff I won't read, but things pertaining to, like, my character and the story.
Dunwall citizens. River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact.
Yeah, I'll read those, as long as they're not, like, super fucking long. So I don't want to bore you. Where the fuck does this go? Oh, that's where I was sleeping? No, I was sleeping down there. Where the fuck am I? No, I was sleeping in here. Exploring a bit.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the How Pits.
Okay, that's what I'll try to do. What you've read here is the truth, regardless of what you hear from the authorities who rule over us. It is not a matter of a coincidence that the former royal spy master is the one who stepped in when the late empress fell. We who will remain nameless believe that these events are interconnected. The signs of oppression are all around us. The Sokolvo designs, originally intended to provide light and warmth to our homes, have been turned against us as a means of inspiring fear and controlling our movements through the city. And where did this plague originate? Some say it was imported, a wild theory perhaps. One of our members risked her life to obtain an internal report from the government, which we will be printing and sharing soon, called The Exquisite Tall Boy, extolling the virtues of this newest member of the City Watch. To those in the streets below, these virtues are horrors spreading by stilted thugs who rain down fire on the sick and the poor. These eyes, the tall boy. To these eyes, the tall boy is another government bully, armed with incendiary devices, thickly armored and standing high overhead, looking down to the common people of the city. We now know that the tall boys are heavily drugged, imbibing a substance that renders them resistant to pain but also dulls whatever empathy they might normally possess. Exquisite? We think not. Copy these words and share them with your neighbors. And remember, when the tides are lowest, the truth will be revealed. Alright, let's just head over there.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I will try my best. Sorry, I was drinking water.
Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take you up on your recommendation. Where the fuck is Piero?
Part of the soul live in the heart. If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is...
What can I do for you?
Let's see. He can make a rune? The power you obtain from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environment, blink from roof to roof, possess rats and fish, or slow time before rushing a group of enemies. Why not?
A heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created it.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
I am ready to go. Sorry, give me a second. High Overseer... Sorry, give me a second. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secrets to Emily's location, infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalist Martin is being held there, free him, and allow him to escape. I'm also going to do the uncle, I think is...
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
City Watch holds Clavering Boulevard, or holds Clavering Boulevard beyond the first wall of light. The Bottle Street gang controls the side streets around Clavering Boulevard. Granny Rags lives in an apartment at the end of Endora Street. Okay. Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you around Clavering Boulevard, where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you, and you won't. And if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Good. Keep them coming.
The city's dead. Make it 3 more months. 1, 2, 3, heave! How did it pass me by? All the others. Cut.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Huh?
Hopefully this just takes me back to the start here, yeah.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is. Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Unconscious, okay.
Children inside. I told her.
1, 2, 3.
Good. Keep them coming.
Gotta be.
Fuck me. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the mechanics. I wish I could just have, like, the knife out and not... I'll have...
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Burn it! Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Disgusting.
1, 2, 3.
Good. Keep them coming.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent. This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition to this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
1, 2, 3.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Please clear the area when a
Hmm.
motorized carriage or stilt walker approaches on state business. Be advised that such vehicles will not slow or stop to avoid citizens obstructing the way.
One, two, three, heave! One, two, three, heave!
It will probably be better for him to be around.
One, two, three, heave!
Good. Keep them coming.
Let me try something. Where's the sleep one? Okay. I'll try and... This is difficult. Oh, okay, there's probably a different way to get up there now that I think about it. So, yeah. I could probably go around. I could probably go on those pipes around the back.
Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Hey! What is it? I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
I have to keep this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food.
Keep them coming.
He says to undress, I undress.
Half the block dead from the plague. Better them than us. At least some of them had money. One, two, three, heave! One, two, three, heave!
There has to be a way to get up there, right? Okay, so I got that now. I should save.
One, two, three, heave!
I'm just doing this to... You're unconscious. Don't worry, you'll wake up with a bit of a headache. But don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our honorable Lord Regent. This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman.
Sergeant Hayburn, all of the Wall of Light components have been delivered to your station, and I expect to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Keep your guardmen under control.
Service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our
Rat burning. So that is a possible strategy. Okay, where is there a way to control? You can get past the Wall of Light in a number of ways. Disable it by removing the whale oil tank, climbing up the crates to the right, and use the roof. Find another path by following the streets to the right. Possess a rat and use a small tunnel to the left. I don't have the possessing a rat. I'm gonna go over because I feel like that's the most discreet way, because I believe there are people down here.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Yeah, there are people.
Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment.
Don't want it to explode.
The city watch.
That's why I'm moving them. Alright, let's go up. Bottle Street Boys. Okay, let's check where the rune is. The rune's over here. So if I take the rooftops... Plant your ass on the roof and watch the streets. See who comes to the almshouse and see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she heard something. So he's dead. Interesting, interesting. Let's save real quick. I'll create a new save here.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, Granny, Granny.
She did kill someone, so. She dissolved into rats. That's kind of odd. Oh, fuck me, fuck me. One of 7?
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family. But an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Interesting. So we know his... Alright, nice. Interesting, interesting. I forgot I can lean out like this. Is this the sleep one?
What was that? What the? Come on, let's get. Anyone there? Let me out!
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that.
You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Griff sells. Okay, he wasn't who I was going for. Oh. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son. Old man salts to greenhorn, still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roam the isles of Tivia. While the whale trade began, practitioners began engraving bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and chant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Okay. He wasn't who I was focusing on. I thought he was someone else that was held prisoner, but I guess it's not by the guards.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Alright, so I went over there. I haven't really checked this way out. I guess I could have gone up this way as well. Ooh. Let's check around here a bit more before I decide to move on. Like here. And then is this another? There is a room that way, so I'm gonna get that. It'll probably be easier to go from this side.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slag Jaw and his Bottle Street boys jump in. Tonight, another patrol with you.
What is my objective? Let's check that before I decide to do anything. Okay, let's actually...
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
The doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us.
Hmm.
The new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician.
Sokolov. That's how you say his name, Sokolov.
Superstitious philanderer.
So they just keep showing up. I've been inviting a soiree to a soiree at the Boyle Estate. Of course, I want to attend the 28th day of the 7th month. The month of high cold is the day I met Anton Sokov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. They'll be solving the riddles of this plague. Oh, wait a second. Oh, fuck me. When was the last time I saved? Fuck. Hope it's here. Can I use this information to 8 7.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Anything of importance here? It doesn't seem like it.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear Telly's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like?
I need that key.
It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it. What will I do? I have to keep this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to undress,
Okay, it's the same line as... when cleaning my study, I asked you constrain your efforts strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arranging my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. $287. 287, okay. So what was it? 287? 287, okay. Doesn't seem like...
Again? Okay, where are you?
It was unfortunate that she had to go up there. Okay. Restrict the restless hands, which have become workmates, festering. I'll just open stuff and then close it, because I probably don't need to read half this stuff. There has to be like something like super important down here.
you. Got you now, bastard.
I don't think anyone comes down here. So I was able to come in like a different way. What's the point of all this, though? Oh, also, soldier seems to have died because of the rats. I don't know if that'll count towards me, though. And I also think that's all that there is to this place. Oh, 287 is the code to that. It's just like a different place to... Okay. Let's move on. Or I guess I'll end it here, and then I'll start focusing on the main objective. So this is where I'm going to end today's stream. We didn't get to complete a full mission, but it's a really fun game, and I'm still just getting used to the game mechanics. It is a very unique and like in-depth stealth game. Probably one of the better stealth games I've played. I just am struggling with the mechanics just because it's not what I'm used to. So hopefully you'll give me like a bit of time to adjust before judging me too harshly. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Tomorrow will be Minecraft, and then Friday I'll be back in this game picking up where I left off. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Bye.